Okay.
just 10 minutes away.
Okay.
Both teams are informed that it will start around 5 minutes late,
Okay.
but the reserve umpire will now take the field.
Okay. Yep. No
They will
problem.
not change the umpire value by counts, so it will be the starters.
Oh well. Yep. Okay. Great.
Just so you know.
Hey everyone, just information. There's a little 10-minute delay while one of the umpires gets to the venue. So we'll be back in, or give us another 5 or 10 minutes before we're underway here. Hey, and welcome once again to Klemetsrud Hallen here in Oslo for the 2025 Indoor National Championships. We've got an exciting game today, a little bit of delay due to one of the umpires arriving late, but we're just about got all in place now for our first semi-final, Kringsjå in the blue versus Oslo in the red. They're lining up now for some photos, but before we get started, I'll just give a shout out to our sponsors. A big thank you to them for supporting Norwegian hockey. That's where we have Lux Investment Group, our main sponsor. Luga. Big Bite. Chuska. Savor the Indian flavor. And Lux Finance. Lux Finance, one of the big sponsors of Oslo Hockey Club, as well as Norwegian hockey in general. And it looks like things are just about in place now for our first game here. So I'm your commentator, Nathan Kringsjå. Alongside me I also have Jay. Jay, welcome this morning.
Thank you, Nathan. It's a pleasure, as always, to be here. Some very exciting games between, well, titans of Norwegian hockey. And it's going to be really interesting to see how these games go. For me, I think one of the players I'm looking out to really perform and shine in this game is Preet Singh. He was absolutely incredible in his game yesterday. And it'll be really interesting to see how that goes. But it'll also be interesting to see how Oslo do with short corners this game. They struggled yesterday, and you could see it was a source of frustration for them. So it'll be interesting to see if Kringsjå can capitalise on that, or if Oslo have maybe worked out something about it. How about you? What do you think is going to really stand out for you in this game?
Yeah, I think we can expect to see Kringsjå dominating the ball. They've been the top team in Norway all season. They're back after a little bit of a hiatus and have really dominated the league. They've had the wood over Oslo in these two games, so I expect them to come out and dominate the ball. I can see shout out there to Panda Faceplant in the chat. Also with the dogs, I believe. I hope you guys are doing well there in Bergen. Yeah, but you can see our two captains in the middle there. We've got Aaron, who was mentioned by Jay just before, and Sherry. So both number 7 for their respective teams. Hard to miss Aaron there. He's about 2 meters tall, and yeah, he's an absolute weapon inside the circle. And he gets half a chance. He'll be looking for where the spiders live in the goals, right in the corners.
From any angle as well.
From any angle, it's quite incredible his shooting. He's like any kind of. There's very little warning on his shots, which is what really makes it difficult for defenders and goalkeepers. They, yeah, most people, you have an idea they're shooting half a second before. Aaron, suddenly it's already in the goals.
Absolutely. Out of interest, who do you think are the players to watch out for on the Oslo team? They do seem to have quite a, even though they are quite aggressive in their play style, they seem to have quite a team-oriented layout. So I just want to know, who do you think sticks out for them?
Yeah, for them, I would say their best player is probably Sherry Hussein. He's their captain and centre midfielder. He's got a big engine. He keeps going all game, and he's got a lot of skill, good dribbling skills, good passing skills. They have a solid defence. Mohib and Asim will probably make up most of their put in most of the minutes at the back for them. Very well organised back there, and then up front, Kamran Ashraf, who's a real. Yeah, he's a goal machine. He's kind of one of those players who's hard to explain. His technical abilities not sky high or anything, but his game sense and his eye for goal, it's one of the best in the country. Also very strong off the ball as well. He's a great presser and works extremely hard in that part of his game as well. So between those guys, yeah, I think that's probably where we'd like to look at in the Kringsjå, in the Oslo team. Other players on the Kringsjå team. I think after Aaron, you've also got to look at Tim Stark, who will also be part of their midfield. German with plenty of experience in that country. Yeah, just a great all-round player, and we'll look to give him a lot of the drive through the midfield. Perhaps alongside Paulina, who we didn't see yesterday, but between those three, I think they scored about 40 or 50 goals throughout the season. Like absolute machines. Yeah.
How come we didn't see her yesterday?
I'm not sure. She's a mother. I can see her husband and her. It looks like about a 1.5-year-old child here. So yeah, she may have had some family duties there to take care of. I couldn't tell you, but she's been a real strong player throughout the season for them. Not out of place at all in the men's league here.
Thank you, Nathan. Another player who I think shone yesterday was Mandeep Singh. Mandeep Power. He had a really good game where he was getting in really good positions, and he just, whilst he did get a good couple of goals, I could tell that he feels he could have had a lot more there, and it'll be interesting to see if how he goes on from what he did last game, whether he's able to take strength in the goals he did score, or if maybe he's going to get a little bit of maybe a loss of confidence from the shots he did miss. But he was getting a lot of amazing positions there, and you just got to, as you do in all hockey players, you got to hope that he takes that onwards and improves. And just to make sure that everyone in chat is aware, so Oslo are playing in the red and white, and Kringsjå are playing in the full blue. And to clarify the slight delay in start of the game, unfortunately one of the umpires seems to have had a very tiring day yesterday and slept in, so we're trying to either get him here as soon as possible, or to get the reserve umpire here as quickly. We'll make sure to keep you up to date on anything that goes. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. It's going to be a very, very exciting game of hockey. These two teams both hoping to get to the final, as they are the only obstacles left in each other's way before that final shot at national victory in this year's Norwegian Championship. Out of interest, Nathan, you mentioned that Kringsjå have been dominant this season on the domestic stage. Do you think they're the favourites to win?
Yeah, I would say so. They've really, they've been undefeated all season. They won all 9 of their games, and quite a lot of them by large margins. It's always hard to, there's the pressure of the occasion. They're also missing 1 or 2 players who have picked up injuries as the football season's already started. So there are a couple of little holes there. Abhi Singh being their biggest loss, but I think they'll go into strong favourites in here. Just going on their quarter-final performances as well, I think Oslo looked a little bit out of sorts when they played against Bergen. Bergen put up a great fight, but it was 3-1 in the end. Kringsjå looked like they were still pretty well oiled as they ran through Trondheim 11-1. So, yeah, just on the form so far this weekend, I think we can say that Kringsjå should go in favourites here. Teams lining up here and wishing each other well for the match. Our umpires are in place. We have Shabir on the right and Roshan with the glasses there on the left. And I'm sure they'll do a great job today. So yeah,
the quality of umpiring during this tournament has been amazing. It's just been so consistent, so respectful. I've seen very little decisions. I don't think I've even seen any decisions that could be considered controversial. It's just been consistently great refereeing, in my opinion.
We'll see how it goes. There's never a dull moment in Norwegian hockey. We'll Yeah, as the stakes gets higher and higher, I'll get back to you on on that comment about whether there's any disagreements out there. Not saying that they'll get them wrong, but there certainly will be some chat.
I look forward to it, Nathan. I'll be awaiting your tactical analysis, detailed analysis of those decisions, and it'll be a very exciting game here. Right, so once again, this is Oslo versus Kringsjå. Kringsjå in the blue, playing right to left, and Oslo in the red and white, playing left to right. Okay, so man deep in the ball at the back. Lays out to Paulina. Paulina going down the left, runs into a sea of red and still manages to pick out a teammate in the left corner. Unfortunately, number 2, that being Jasmeet, gives away the foul. So now the ball falls to Oslo. And Tim Stark reads the ball well and gets a foul out by moving that ball onto number 7's foot. Number 7 being Sherry. So man deep once again in that ball carrier role at the back of Kringsjå's formation. Unfortunately caught out there. Sherry to number 10. Number 10 being Cameron. Cameron loses out and Paulina on the ball here. Paulina trying to pick out Aaron. Unfortunately a foul is given and Oslo's ball once again. Okay, so that's Mohib on the ball. A full court press here from Kringsjå, very interesting. Aaron gets the ball in a very dangerous position and pulls out and elicits the first save here from Yasin in the Oslo goal.
I think Yasin might have the weekend off. We've got Moon in goal, actually, for...
Oh, my mistake. Okay. So Moon in goal there. Gets that first save off. Aaron on the ball here on the right. Gets the shot away. Moon palms it off from such a tight angle as well. It's just remarkable how he can shoot from anywhere. It really is. Okay, Tim Stark on the ball here. Offloads it to Paulina. Paulina just passing to the right and exchanging passes with Mandeep. Paulina loses the ball to number 10, Kamran. However, Kamran was adjudged to have taken the... Oh no, Paulina was adjudged to have fouled Kamran. Also take the free hit quickly and get that first save out of number 22 on Kringsjå's team, Ankit. Ankit did really well there to get low, palming that ball off to the side. Okay. Some lovely passing here from Oslo. Unfortunately... Okay, so that's another free hit given to Oslo. I believe it was Mandeep adjudged to have committed that one. Okay, so Kringsjå penned into their D. The ball goes out to Mohib. Mohib looks to inject it, but is blocked by Aaron. A foul given there, but possession, but advantage played. Kamran on the ball here, on the left, absolutely penned in, just a wall of blue around him. Okay, Paulina and Kamran fighting for the ball. And an attempt at goal there from Kamran, unfortunately, does not hit the target, and so was adjudged to have been a dangerous ball.
Yeah, 3.5 minutes in now, and I think Oslo can be quite satisfied with the start they've made. They've had a couple of little good entries into the D, which will give them some confidence. They look to have be more prepared and have brought their stronger game today against the favoured Kringsjå team. Aaron on the ball now. Strings a lovely pass through to Paulina, who can't control it. That was a dangerous pass. She gives a thumbs up to Aaron for acknowledging the quality of the pass there. Moab now down the left off the boards and runs over the back line. Be Kringsjå's ball.
Okay, so Tim Stark here on the right. It's interesting to see that some tactical adjustments have already been made here by Kringsjå, with Paulina, who was in the back, now playing really far up the pitch at the front, and now Tim Stark dropping into that defensive position. Amazingly worked there by Oslo. Unfortunately for them, number 22, Ankit, got down, got low, got wide, and Kamran was unable to get that shot past him. Okay, so Aaron with the ball in the opponent's half. Mandeep tries to find Tim Stark, and it was a dangerous one. It wasn't a fast ball at all, but Tim Stark shows good composure there to maintain possession. Back to Mandeep. It goes off the side barrier there and off for an Oslo ball. Okay, so a long ball here to number 17 in Oslo. That's Asfandia. And a reset here for Oslo. Just holding onto the ball now, wanting to regain the tempo that they had in the first 3 minutes. And you'll see that a lot in these higher level games. Teams trying to gain tempo by playing 3 at the back and just passing it between each other. Okay. Tim Stark really fighting just any Oslo player that comes near the ball. Unfortunately, he misses out here, loses out, sorry. So Sherry drops the ball back to number 14, Jan. Jan commentated with me yesterday, and a coming together between Kamran and Mandeep, with Kamran adjudged to have fouled Mandeep. Okay, a quick pass off the barrier there from Mandeep, finds Paulina, tries to find Aaron, but the back 3 of Oslo, unfortunately impenetrable this time of asking. Okay, so Mohib, once again on the ball, finds Kamran, finds Asfandia on the underlap, really penned into that corner, and so they bring it back. But unfortunately, so this is really interesting. This is the first time I think we've seen this call being given in the NM. In this tournament, you cannot have more than one player crowd a player into the corner. And what that means is the defenders have to stay to one side, so that they can either let the player cross it into the D or go back. If the umpire judges that the defending team forces the attacking player both off the pitch horizontally and vertically, it's an immediate short corner. What do you think about that one, Nathan? Do you think that was a fair call?
Yeah, correct call there. Short corner because the offence happened within the circle there, but yeah, otherwise it'd be a free hit. But yeah, you see Oslo lining up now. Here's Sherry at the top, pushes it back to Kamran. Oh, and it's in! It's in! That's the 1-0 goal to Oslo. And yeah, goal there from Kamran. As we see, ball pushed out to the left by Sherry and tapped in at the near post by Kamran. I think it might have just touched this side of the post and then trickled in. A spot of luck there, but more than that's all they deserve, Oslo. They've had a great start to the game.
Absolutely, yeah. I think Anket's going to be very frustrated with that because I'm pretty sure it went off his leg and onto the post. So, but these are the closest to margins that come into play in the NM, and it's going to be really interesting to see how Kringsjå do here because, as you said, they're one of the favourites. They're one of the favourites, and this is the first time that they've actually gone behind. Can they bounce back from this? Have you seen them go behind much on the domestic stage?
No, unfortunately, I haven't been in Oslo for most of this season. Just been following the results online. I can't imagine that they've been in a situation where they've been behind too many times. So, yeah, they've probably a lot of the times had teams that have had to, press the game against them. Now Oslo, we'll see how they respond, whether they try to sit back a little bit and invite Kringsjå onto them. We'll see here. Kringsjå definitely looks like they've stepped up their press a little bit. They've stepping 3 into the opponent's half there and putting some pressure on Mohibs, who was unable to find a target with his long pass. Here we go now. Oslo keeping it closer to a half press as Mandeep and and Stark played the ball across the back. He pauses that down the right boards and finds Paulina. That'll be a free hit to Paulina for a raised ball. She goes into the circle, and a short corner given there. Mohib was backing off. He says he'd managed to get away and not interfere until he was 3 metres from where it was taken. Umpires agree, and we'll see the Kringsjå with a short corner here and a chance to equalise. They've got Aaron at the top, who's got an absolute lethal shot. We saw him put a few that endangered the health of a few postmen yesterday. Let's see how he goes here. Stark on the push, Mandeep on the trap. Here we go. Out to Aaron, who puts it in, and a great save by Moon near his right post. Great save. It stays 1-0 to Oslo. Long corner. As Kringsjå look to build the pressure. Jaspreet on the ball now. Comes around. Oh, puts a dangerous ball back to the top. No one there on the end of it. Passed a little bit blind, and there was no one there to receive. So Kringsjå just inching the pressure higher and higher. And we'll see how Oslo are able to cope with this.
Moon rightfully happy with that short corner save. It was a very good save, and I think there was a slight worry that he'd put it into the side netting of his own goal, but no, he did in fact save it, and he's got every right to be chuffed with that save. Very, very good save. Now, can you remind the viewers at home, Nathan? Is this a game of 4 quarters or 3/3?
Yeah, so this will be a standard 4-quarter game today. All the semi-finals and the final we played in the standard 4 by 10 minute format. We'll have some rankings games later. The 7th, 8th, the 5th, 6th, and the 3rd, 4th playoffs. They'll be played with 3 10-minute periods. Reminder also about our next semi-final. That will be at 12 o'clock between our hosts, Mask and Furuset. So looking forward to that game too. Should be a great one. 2 old rivals that have probably been at the top of Norwegian hockey prior to this season for maybe the prior 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah, so for those in a foreign time zone, 12 o'clock will be in an hour's time. And that's the beginning of Q2. And it's going to be very exciting to see how Kringsjå respond to this lead that Oslo have. It's been a very even game, but I would say that Oslo deserve to be that 1 goal ahead. I feel like they've just had that edge over Kringsjå for the time being. It'll be interesting to see how Kringsjå respond. So Paulina runs into 2 Oslo players there, brings it back to Mandeep, and a deflection from the Oslo player off the pitch. Means that it's another free hit to Kringsjå. So Mandeep hits out to Tim Stark, exchange passes with him. And Paulina drops back on the left to get the ball, but unfortunately is unable to make the shot. Take the touch. But yeah, Mask, one of the biggest clubs in Oslo, as you said. Going to be very exciting to see them play in the next game. They are the hosts of the tournament. And for those who don't know, this sports complex that we're playing in was actually a World War II bunker. Is that correct?
I don't know about that. It could well be. We're definitely a long way underground. It is a place where, if something does happen, Trump goes off the deep end or something, then we might be finding ourselves down here with plenty of time to play hockey. But it could well be. It's a really nice facility here. As Oslo just make a little bit of a meal of that one and give away a long corner. Yeah, it's acts as a community centre as well. I can see there's some ping pong going up in one of the, some table tennis going on in one of the smaller parts of the complex today. Cricket nets. It's a real hub for the community in this part of Oslo. You can see it's a multi-use arena as well. We got the basketball and the volleyball and whatever courts marked out too. This ball goes over the back line there. Oslo holding strong and not giving Kringsjå much of a look in. There's been that one short corner, but apart from that, Kringsjå haven't had much of a look at the Oslo goal. There might have been a drill there, but Tim picks it up anyway and makes a lovely turn, beats the second player, finds Aaron at the top, and that is a great save by Moon. I was halfway to saying that was going to be a goal to Kringsjå there, but Moon off his line, cut down the angle, and managed to deflect it out wide. Great play there. It was a good work in the first place there by Stark to win the ball, beat a couple of players, and find Aaron in the circle. Oslo got to be very careful about that one. They won't get too many chances to. They won't be able to. Won't be wanting to give Aaron too many more chances like that. Here he goes now. Carries the ball into the circle and goes around Moab. Oh, gets his pocket picked, and very well done there by Moab. Pass out, finds Stark. Oh, almost cut out by Jojo. Jojo there. Oh, fighting hard for the ball. Hang on, a little bit of afters there between Mandeep and Jojo. Jojo's going to see green for that one. That'll be 1 minute penalty now. So here's a chance for Kringsjå.
So I've just done some research, chat, and I can't confirm whether or not it's a World War II bunker, but it certainly feels like a bunker. It's immense. And as you said, if things were to go wrong, I would feel very safe playing hockey here. Right, so Mandeep picks out Aaron at the top of the D, surrounded by 3 Oslo players and the goalkeeper, Moon. Ball off to Paulina, but unfortunately, she's not able to hit the target. Now, the umpire seems to want to discuss something further with the captains. What do you think's going on here, Nathan?
I think there might be a little bit of chat going on around there, and he's just wanting them to calm things down. I think he might be giving them a little warning that maybe it's the captains who will be feeling the punishment there if they can't keep control of their teams. So it's not an unfamiliar sight here in Norway, that especially once you get to this stage of the tournaments, that things get a little bit heated. So umpires should be now just trying to gain control of that. Handshakes, and I think everything will be all right. Oslo now to restart. Fake there from Sherry, trying to see if someone could get on the end. Mandeep cleans up, and Kringsjå back on the ball now again. They've found a few more openings now. Oslo just starting to have a few little holes appear in their defence. There we go, one off the boards, finds Aaron in the corner, shoots, saved by Moon. And Kringsjå build again. Pressure starting to build now. Paulina versus Asim in the corner. Find space for Tim out on the side. He gets around to the right corner. Kringsjå really raising the pressure now. Was that a foot? No, it wasn't. Well defended by Sherry, who managed to get that with either his stick or his handle of his stick or his glove. But Kringsjå once again on the ball. They've had a lot of possession in the last couple of minutes, and Oslo must be feeling the heat. Ball inside to Aaron. Here he goes. So dangerous in these situations. I don't think that was a foul. Roshan had his whistle to his mouth, but yeah, there we go. That one might be a short corner. We got conflicting calls from the umpires, who we're going to discuss now. There's a shot there from Paulina on her back stick. I think Roshan might have been saying that it was lifted and not on target, but Shabir saying it was on target, and it's hit the foot there of the defender. So we'll have a short corner, and here's another chance for Kringsjå to equalise. Let's see what they've got this time. They've got Tim on the push-out, Mandeep on the trap, Aaron lining up from the top. So Jaspreet on the left slip. Oh, it looks like a break there. Break from the keeper. They'll have to send one of their defenders out. John Ashraf will have to sit this one out. They're down to 3 runners now. Trap, shot from Aaron. I think he might have Jojo might have got a piece of that one to deflect it over. Great running there from Jojo.
Yeah. That was going to be an absolute killer shot as well. Great running there from Jojo. Okay, so Mandeep here in that ball carrying role that he is so able to, so skilled with. Tim Stark with an absolutely amazing run down the right, puts such a dangerous ball in the middle. Unfortunately, just slight miscommunication there for Kringsjå. No one was there to finish. Okay. So that's attacking from Jojo. A great run there from Jojo. Past one Kringsjå player and number 22 for Kringsjå. Ankit tried his best to get there in time, but unfortunately was adjudged to have fouled Jojo. So another short corner here that Kringsjå are going to have to face, hoping for some slightly more success than they did defending that last one. Just some extra discussion here by Ankit with the rest of his team. And that is a second goal there from Oslo. Just lifting it up to that far post, and I don't know, for me that was a slightly eccentric attempt at a save there from Ankit, and I don't feel it paid off.
Yeah, not quite sure what went on with the PC defence there for Kringsjå. They looked a bit slow on the run out. Ankit looked a little bit undecided about what he was doing, whether he was staying on the line, and seemed to be a little bit out of position. Kamran spotted that and then slotted it nicely into the corner. And here we go, 2-1 to Oslo. Short corner there with Oslo failing to get 3 metres away. So, yeah, that was... here we go, we've got a real game on our hands here. 2-1 to... is it 2-1?
2-0.
2-0, sorry. I don't know where I got that goal for Kringsjå from. 2-0.
They've come very close with those short corners, but it hasn't been quite enough for them.
Yeah. So, yeah, real deficit for Kringsjå to overcome here. Here's their chance, though. Switching to the right side. Aaron with a shot. Oh, that was off target. It should be a... Maybe it was a save on the line. So, well done there by the Oslo defender. I think it was Mohib there who got a piece of that one and stopped it going in. Paulina turns onto a back stick and gets into the circle, and that'll be a free hit coming out as Aaron manages to put it in, but well after the whistle had gone. It must have been a save on the line, I believe, or else it would have been called for a shot off target and a dangerous ball. So great work there by Oslo, who really lifted their game from yesterday. They looked all out of sorts yesterday, unable to convert their short corners, and here they go again. Kamran looking for the foul there, unable to get the call from the referee. Kringsjå coming out. So we're 2.5 minutes away from the half-time break. Another skill error there from Paulina, and away come Oslo again, hit with John Ashraf. Comes off the ball, that could be a short corner. Yes, it is, with Mandeep failing to make the tackle, and that looked like quite an obvious body check to me from outside the circle, preventing from getting a shot on goal coming down the right. So easy call there for umpire Shabir. And a little celebration there from John, who was quite happy with himself with that one. A little Ronaldo Sue. Can Oslo extend their lead? This would be quite an upset result if they were to go into the half-time break with a 3-0 lead. Here they go, looking for it now. Kamran pushes out. Mohib traps. Shot by Sherry. Great running by Jasmith to block the shot. Oslo recover it. Here comes Jojo. He'll pass it to the left to Kamran, who's going to look for goal. Great save by Ankit, who saves... Kamran with the second shot on goal on the rebound, trying to lift it over Ankit, but the shot was well off target. Kringsjå coming back again. They'll be looking they'll be looking for a goal to settle their nerves before the half-time break. They turn the ball over. Here comes Aaron now, coming through the middle. Runs into some traffic and slows it down. Here's Tim on the right. Cut out by John Ashraf. Good job there. Touches his foot. That'll be a Kringsjå free. They enter the circle. Here comes Paulina with a shot. Good save by Moon. Only gets as far as Jasmeet. Kicked away powerfully by Moon to buy Oslo a couple of seconds of relief. Here comes Tim again. 1.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Pushed out left. That was a sloppy pass there from Jasmeet.
Incredible stuff as we near the half-time break. Kringsjå, I'm sure, are very pleased that they have actually now denied a short corner from Oslo. But I think at the same time they must be somewhat disheartened, maybe, from the fact that they haven't been able to score yet. They have an amazing attacking core, and wow, that was a robust tackle there from number 18 Mohib, but judged to be completely fair. Paulina with a amazing work there by Tim Stark. I'm pretty sure that touched the foot.
I believe the foot might have been just outside the circle, so they paid advantage with Tim able to get in and take a shot on goal. But yeah, it was great work by him. He did touch the foot twice there, I think, but elected to keep playing.
Right, I see. Okay, well, we love it when the umpires play advantage. Keeps the sport nice and fast. Great work there by Jojo, and Ankit once again comes out, gets down, gets wide. Amazing work by him. Maybe he might have struggled with the short corners, but you got to admit when he runs out and he gets down, it seems almost impossible for Oslo to get past him, and he's doing a very good job with that. That is the end of the second quarter. It seems that number 10, Kamran, maybe not completely happy with Jojo there. Quite a lot of shouting, but I think that's just the sort of perfection Oslo demand of each other. You can tell us more about that, Nathan.
Yeah, it's a family club, and they can fight like families as well sometimes, you know. So yeah, they know how it goes. They set high standards for themselves, and they'll look to do better next time. But they can be very happy with their position in the game so far. 2-0 up, going into the second half. We'll just have a word from our sponsors. We thank them for their support of Norwegian hockey. Our sponsors, Lux Investment Group. Lux is the main sponsor of Norwegian hockey. We thank them greatly for their support over the last few years. Luger, Big Bite, Chuska, and again, Lux. So thank you to them, and please support our sponsors as they support us.
As you can see there, the time running down for the half-time break. Very interesting position. Not something I would have predicted. I've been speaking to a lot of the players, both during the tournament yesterday and in the evening, whilst everyone was, enjoying some rest. And I'm pretty sure it was unanimous that Kringsjå were the team to beat here. I genuinely can't think of anyone who didn't think it was Kringsjå that were the favourites. It was quite remarkable speaking to them, and why they think that, the experience they have. This Kringsjå team have been beaten, but it's so rare that they literally are the favourites. So it's really interesting to see them behind 2-0. They've come close, very very close, over and over again. But it's just not quite their day so far, and it'll be very interesting to see what they can do to maybe turn their fortunes around. Oslo, it feels very similar to the Oslo we saw yesterday. They've just taken it up a level. They've just taken it up a notch. and that they're enjoying a lot more success from their short corners. But I'm not sure it's necessarily from them changing much. I feel like Kringsjå just, I don't know, but something seems missing in the defence of Kringsjå short corners. What do you think, Nathan?
Yeah, there was definitely some sort of miscommunication on the one they conceded from. The one scored by Kamran, which had been the second goal. It looked like he had a free run at it and a nice hole to put it in there. But they don't look like they're panicking. Coach Dinesh Singh is talking to his troops now for Kringsjå, and he's not panicking. There might be a few changes made. Let's see what they got. As we mentioned earlier, this is maybe an unfamiliar situation. I would definitely doubt that they've ever been 2 goals down this season. Let's see what they've got. They are missing, as I said, one of their star players, Abhi Singh, coach of the son of the coach Dinesh and brother of goalkeeper Ankit. He's missing with a knee injury. He does give him a lot of drive and creativity, playing as a forward or midfielder. Previously been the national team. We'll see if there's someone else that can step up for them. I'd be looking to see them try to continue to find Aaron in the middle, and I don't know if he doesn't need too many chances to score 2-3 goals. So if they can find him, they've definitely got plenty of ways to get back into this game.
One thing that I'm wondering if we'll see more in the second half is Mandeep Singh in a more offensive, aggressive role. In their first game, Mandeep was in a lot of good positions, and whilst he did squander quite a few chances, he did also score a couple. It seems that so far in this game he's been playing at the back in more of a ball-carrying defensive role. At the moment he's setting up on the right as a right back, so potentially he won't be played in a more aggressive position, but it would be interesting to see if that decision is made, as his ability off the ball is quite remarkable. An instant declaration of intent there by Oslo as they put the ball in the middle, and Ankit has his first touch on the ball in the second half, just mere seconds into the game. Paulina tries to do a wall pass to Stark down the left. Unfortunately, doesn't go quite right, so now it is Oslo's ball. And now we see Kamran on the right, loses out here. Paulina once again on the ball. And judged to have been fouled. Okay, so Kringsjå with the ball, back to Paulina on the left. Taking her time, passes it back. That ball is caught out, and now it's a 2v1. Okay, Jojo is free with the goalkeeper now. And Ankit once again gets out and puts Jojo under too much pressure. It's now Kringsjå ball. Kringsjå trying to attack here, whilst not all of the Oslo players are behind. Paulina once again on the ball. Challenged quite a bit there by both the captain and Jojo, and a judge to have committed a foul. So, Oslo ball, but once again reclaimed by Kringsjå. They're really trying to retain possession at the beginning of this half, trying to make sure that Oslo don't get a sniff of their goal. Okay, so Stark here now in that back position as a ball carrier. Kamran tries to pressure. It's interesting because with this, with these titans of hockey, they're no longer doing these half-court presses. They're pushing up to maybe 75% or 2/3 of the pitch to put the ball carriers and the defenders under more pressure. It has paid off with some opportunities for Kringsjå, but unfortunately they are yet to have them pay off. Okay, so Tim Stark here on the left in the opponent's half, switches it over to Mandeep. Stark receives the ball again. Once again, we see this formation of 3 at the back, just exchanging passes between each other. Okay, so Oslo, now that they finally have got that ball, they're trying to hold on to it, and unfortunately, Tim Stark says, no, give me that back. So Tim Stark here on the ball. Oslo players scrambling. Unfortunately, that pass doesn't pay off to Paulina. And now we've got Kamran running down the left, pressured by Karan. Good save there by Ankit, but the ball now given back to Kringsjå due to a foul as judged by the umpires. Ankit with a pass from feet to Stark, trying to cross pitch ball, but it was caught out there by Aaron here on the ball. Hasn't had much say in the game in this half, so glad he got some first touches, but unfortunately he gave away his foul as well. Okay, so Jojo here on the ball. He's moved with threat, with attacking threat in this game, but he's yet to have anything truly pay off. Finds Kamran with a great turn, slotted into the bottom left corner, and Ankit, he's been getting low all game, but he was not able to get low enough. That makes it 3-0. This is a truly incredible result so far. Kringsjå must be scratching their heads. They don't know what's going wrong here.
Yeah, so I think in that case there was some great work there by Jojo, who identified that he could get the better of as Oslo take the ball again, dispossessing Paulina. Kamran now with the shot. Good save there by Ankit. But yeah, just going back to the goal there, looks like Jojo identified that he could get the better of Karan, a little bit more pace, managed to get around and put a dangerous ball in. There's still a lot of work there to do by Kamran, but did a great job, as we mentioned before the game. Kamran's just got a great goal sense, finds the corners of the goals, manages to get past the keeper, and a big 3-0 lead now for Oslo. Yeah, we saw Karan get taken off there. I guess they're not willing to risk that one again. They wanted to give some of their players a bit more of a rest. But it might have cost them a goal. They're going to have to go and take that one again there, Oslo, from deeper in their own half. Moib and Austin playing the ball around the back now. High press coming from Oslo. They managed to break it. Oslo. Kringsjå, Jan on the ball now. Puts pressure on Paulina, whose pass gets intercepted there by Sherry. But a good hustle from Jasmeet to win the ball back. He pushes it down the left. Here we go. Shot for Aaron. That's got to be a great save again there from Moon. Not sure. Aaron a little bit off his game. He's probably had 3 clear chances at goal, and well, Moon's made some good saves, but he hasn't been finding the corners quite like we might have expected from the league's top scorer. Tough tackle there from Mohib, and Lee puts Mandeep on the ground. Here we go. Mandeep now with a shot. Another great save from Moon. There we go. Kringsjå applying the pressure. Moon saving his team a couple of times there. A couple of tough challenges going in now. We can see Sherry's on the ground. And a little bit of body going into that tackle there from Paulina on Jan. So Sherry's just maybe just had the wind knocked out of him there in a tackle. Umpires have blown for a stoppage while he recovers. Once again, Kringsjå seems to have been lifting the pressure. But as that happens, they're going to have to push further and further up. There can be gaps that open up at the back. And looks like Oslo have been good on the counter so far. So this is a risk that Kringsjå are going to have to take in this position. Almost 6 minutes into the third quarter, and 3 goals they have to make up. Austin pushes it down the right. Unable to connect with Jan Ashraf. Kringsjå with the ball now.
Yeah, a real turn up for the books here, Nathan. Going into this game, we were, pointing that as a unit and as an attacking unit, Oslo are very good. But the simple threat of Aaron Preet Singh on Kringsjå couldn't be denied. But in this game, it's been very one-sided when it comes to those two. Aaron's just not been able to get as much of a say in the game as he would have wished, and the shots he's been able to get off, not as top corner as we've seen him be able to do. Don't take that away from. Oh, wow! That is the 4th attempt on goal from Aaron. He's now discussing it with the umpire, but another great save there from Moon, up into the chest, almost into the head there. But Moon having an absolutely stellar game so far. He's just had an answer to anything Kringsjå have thrown at him. And Aaron, as you can see here, doing everything he can to get his team back into it. He's determined. Okay, so he puts out the ball to the left. And a great tackle there from Jan. The counter-attack is possible here. Kamran ready for the ball from Jan, but pressure there from Paulina does not allow that to happen. A lovely run there, down the right from Jasmeet, picks out Stark on the left. Paulina once again on the ball, exchanging passes with Stark. Jojo gets a touch on that ball, but unfortunately for him, Mandeep comes away with it. Okay, so Starker on the ball again, finds Paulina. Paulina trying to find Aaron, but number 18 there. Mahib does intercept, however, it was a poor touch in the end, bringing the ball up into his body and giving away a short corner. I think Kringsjå recognise now that they have to get a goal soon, and this is probably the best opportunity they're going to get before the end of the third quarter. So they really do need this to be a goal. So we've got Aaron on the left and Mandeep and Stark at the top of the D, ready. And I think that was an amazing representation of Kringsjå's game so far. Looking dangerous, looking threatening, but when it actually comes to the moment to take that shot, to play the game, just has not worked for them. And Oslo with a great attack there. Kamran finding Jojo at the top of the D with only the goalkeeper to beat. Oh my goodness, it's end-to-end stuff here. It's end-to-end stuff here, chat. Absolutely incredible. So Ankit, as we just saw, stretching out his leg all as far as he could go, just getting his toes onto it and stopping that goal from going in. Kringsjå then immediately get that attack, a counter-attack going, with Moon responding similarly to his opposing number. The ball dropped right in front of the goal, and it was sort of seen or guided out by the Oslo players, and so now the umpires are trying to decide whether the Oslo player purposely hit it out, which would then give Kringsjå another short corner. Kringsjå need to make this work. They have had the worst of luck and very poor results from short corners, both attacking and defending today. They need this one to work at this stage in the game. Moon once again rushing out very well, making himself big. He's got every answer to every question that Kringsjå ask of him. And he's got every right to be pleased with himself. Aaron, once again, on the ball, takes a shot, palmed down by Moon, cleared. And there's Mandeep, finally in those finally given a chance to go forward, as we saw in the last game. And he has put that in. That makes it 3-1. And Kringsjå perhaps now feeling that they're back in this game. Only 1 minute left in this penultimate quarter. Paulina adjudged to a fouled Kamran. Kamran finds his captain in the middle. Sherry still on the ball here, still on the ball. Looking for a scoring opportunity or an opportunity to bring in one of his teammates for one. But now he seems to have run into a bit of a cul-de-sac of blue. What can he do here? As you can see, Kringsjå doing a very good job of making sure that there's somewhere he can go so that they don't give away another foul. Paulina on the ball here. Tries to find Mandeep, but caught out here by Jojo. Mandeep loses out to Jojo, so Paulina now coming over to deal with Jojo. Has a good shot, but relatively centre for Ankit, who palms it down, and it is cleared. Kringsjå trying to craft out an opportunity there for Aaron before the klaxon, but unfortunately for him, time does run out. So now we have another minute break in what is now going to be the final quarter. Oslo with a big upset on their hands, 3-1 ahead of Kringsjå, the favourites. But yeah, it doesn't feel like Oslo are trying anything massively different to what we've seen them play. You know, it's a high level, but they've just sort of they've brought it up a level. They really have. And when it comes to Kringsjå, it's not the same Kringsjå we saw yesterday. The short corner defending hasn't been it. They weren't even able to get a shot on one of the short corners they took in that quarter, and it's been a real struggle for them. A real surprise, to say the least. But Mandeep finally was able to craft out a shot from an attacking position there, and he was able to score. So who knows? Maybe Kringsjå will look to have him in a further forward position. But it's going to be very interesting to see this final quarter. For those watching at home, I think if you truly want a dramatic finish to this game, you're hoping for a second goal early on from Kringsjå. But it's going to be very close. It's going to be very, very close here. Even though there's a 2-goal deficit, both teams, they know that they have to be at their absolute top. Not just their A game, but their A-star game to make sure that they're able to get to the final. Okay, and Oslo get us started. Find a pass down to the right, Kamran driving past Paulina, meeting Ankit, passes around to the left to Jojo, and Stark's there to deny him from finishing into that open goal. A contact of legs there, but Stark's still able to find Aaron. Aaron passes to his team on the left, but a great stop there from Mohib, who's able to find Kamran here down the left, pressured by Paulina, who takes that ball off of him, and now there's a pass here to Mandeep. Mandeep once again in this ball carrying position, ready to find a teammate. Passes it to the right here to Jasmeet. Jasmeet passes it back to Mandeep. Mandeep finds Paulina. Paulina to Stark. Paulina once again in the with the ball here at the back. Finds Mandeep. Mandeep on the right here. Mandeep past Jojo. Mandeep finds a wall of Oslo meeting him, but Paulina's there to pick up the pieces. Stark on the left. Stark finds Aaron. Aaron on the left. Aaron gets that shot away, but unfortunately it finds the side netting. Very unfortunate there. He is able to score from there. We saw that yesterday, and he wasn't quite able to find the right side of the net there. So Oslo ball. We've got Jan on the right here, ready to get things started. Finds Kamran on the right here with the ball pass. Kamran, 2 players on him. And Stark there stops him, but he's unable to carry on that run. Ball back to Paulina here. Mandeep takes it on the right. Mandeep back to Paulina. Paulina here in the back. Looking, just scanning, seeing what options there are. Mandeep finds Mandeep on the right. Mandeep to Jasmeet on the right. But unfortunately that does not, nothing comes with that Kringsjå attack. So an attack here from Sherry. Sherry finds Kamran. Kamran one-on-one with Ankit. And an amazing, amazing diving stop there from Ankit. Kamran stick judged to have hit Ankit there. An apology there from the number 10. And it is now Kringsjå's ball. Okay, so once again, Kringsjå trying to maintain possession here. Mandeep on the right. Finds Jasmeet, and a foul judged to be given. Mandeep picks out Stark here on the left. Gets that shot away, but denied by Moon. Unfortunately for Oslo, they are judged to have given away a short corner. Now this is important. This is a very important moment in the game here. We have 8 minutes left, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else. This is going to be a real high stakes scenario. Kringsjå have been really struggling, both defending and attacking short corners. They need this to go right. They have their main man, Aaron, at the top. They need this to go in. And it's an attempt at a trick play to Stark there, and Moon does get a touch, and it's then cleared by the Oslo defenders. And a mistake there by Paulina on the left gives the ball back to Oslo. So Jan on the right here. Finds his teammate, who is immediately closed down by Jasmeet, and Jasmeet's pressure there pays dividends. It pays amazing dividends there. Not only do they get a short corner, they have a man advantage, as Mohib was given a green card, meaning that he is going to have to sit out in the sin bin for a minute, I believe. Yes. So another short corner here for Kringsjå. They are desperate to get their second goal. Only 45 seconds have passed, can you believe? And it is nail-biting stuff here. Nail-biting. So, interesting here. The goalkeeper jumped his line before Kringsjå took the short corner, and because of that, one of the defenders has to walk off. Kamran being the elected sacrifice. So even less players able to defend for Oslo right now. Aaron at the top of the D takes a shot, and it's finished into the top corner. He is going to be so happy with that, and this is exactly what we were saying. This was exactly what we were saying, everyone. This game is going to go down to the very last quarter, and this early goal in the fourth quarter has got me on my feet, ladies and gentlemen, on my feet. Nerve-wracking stuff. Can Kringsjå pull off an amazing comeback from 3-0 down? It is 2-3. We have 7 minutes left on the clock. Stark finds Mandeep on the right. Mandeep to Paulina, back to Mandeep. Mandeep looking for a position to maybe inject it into the D. Tries to do a wall pass to Aaron on the right, but unfortunately it goes out here.
Yeah, and I just wonder, this little bit of a turnaround in fortunes there. Oslo had 2 great chances early in the quarter. One to Jojo, who found himself near the spot with the goal gaping and was unable to put the shot on target. And then another one with Kamran, found himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and a great save in that case by Ankit. But now it's... oh, and there it is. There's the equaliser, as quick as you like. Mandeep on the right. Into Aaron, who slots it.
I cannot believe it. I'm looking at the replay right now. I cannot believe it. Aaron has turned on the style. This was the Aaron that we were enjoying yesterday. I cannot believe it, everyone. This is simply remarkable. This was one of the this was going to be the upset of the tournament, without a doubt. And we've just seen Kringsjå this is the Kringsjå this was the Kringsjå that people fear. No way, not again. He's done it! He's done it! Aaron Singh with a hat-trick celebrates in front of the opposing goalkeeper, and they are now 4-3 ahead after going 3-0 down. The Oslo players not happy with this, considering it disrespectful, but what an incredible turnaround from Kringsjå. They were down 1-3 and they are now ahead 4-3. In a matter of seconds, they've turned it around. In a matter of seconds. Nathan, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it was maybe two minutes ago you were saying that they had to score from a short corner and they messed it up. Then they were 3-1 down and all of a sudden they're 4-3 up. That's how quickly indoor hockey can turn. We'll just see here what the umpires think. No, they're going to let that slide. I didn't quite see the celebration there. Maybe you want to elaborate just what happened?
So so from what I saw, Moon, the goalkeeper for Oslo, was on the floor after attempting to make a save, and Aaron goes right up to him, fist pumped, everything, yeah! And I want to say, it really interesting by Oslo that they kicked up such a stink about it, seeing as they did that yesterday. And it's interesting to see, because, you know, if they had a problem with that then... Sorry, they didn't have a problem with that then. Why do they have a problem with it now? Very interesting. Oslo have been the dominating team for most of this game, but Kringsjå have just become just a machine. It's incredible what I'm watching here, everyone. This is why we love hockey. This is why we adore the sport. A great turn there from Jan, finds Jojo, picks out Kamran, who is a judge who have been fouled by Stark. This is incredible. There's 5 minutes left on the clock, and I have no idea who's going to win this. It's 4-3 to Kringsjå, the favourites, who have scored as many goals in this quarter as their opponents have in the entire game. It is remarkable. It is. I don't even know where this has come from. This is. What a save! What a save by Ankit! Kamran found in the middle, tries to deflect it, and he gets down, he gets wide, he gets low, and he saves us. This is remarkable. What an incredible performance, Kringsjå. It's Kringsjå unleashed. It's Kringsjå unleashed. They're off the chain and they are making sure Oslo know about it.
They had you lost for words there for a second, Jay. That doesn't happen too often. It's been, yeah, quite a comeback this quarter. They've really turned the screws, and Oslo haven't been able to cope. I just really think they'll be ruining those missed chances. But here they come now. Cherry through the middle, gets in the circle. He's on his back stick. Can he put it onto his forestick or find a pass? They're very well played. That's a short corner. Great work there by Sherry, who was in a spot of trouble. And then, luckily for him, a foot appeared. Karan is claiming that it hit his glove. To me, it looked like a foot, but yeah, agreement from Jay there. So here we go, Oslo now with the opportunity to equalise. Man, this would really throw a cat amongst the pigeons. What a topsy-turvy game we've had. Here we go now. Come run to inject, Sherry on top. Here he comes, Sherry. Pushes left, back to... Oh, it's it was hard to tell if how fast that was moving to goal, but it popped up off the keeper there. And I think they're going to be deciding if someone was playing it while the ball was in the air. Let's see what the call is. We can. Yeah, another short corner has been called there by umpire Roshan Akbar. So here we go. Yeah, they've gone to that one quite a few times, up to the top and back to Kamran near their left post. Almost paying off on that occasion as the postman had to knock it away. Here we go again. Sherry at the top. Takes a shot. Great save there by Ankit. Low to his left. Very well done. Jojo picks it up off the boards. And here we go, they've nicked it. Kringsjå now with two men pushing forward. Here comes Paulina, beats one, doesn't beat the second as Sherry picks up the ball. It's cornered in there now. Can he keep his nerve? A little bit hard for me to see what's going on there, but Kringsjå leave the line along the baseline free, and Oslo take that. Mohib clears it away. What do you reckon, Joe?
Sorry, what was the question?
What do you reckon?
I'm just, like, who do I think is going to win?
Yeah.
I don't know, because Kringsjå is still taking it to Oslo here, and it is leaving some open spaces. This is end-to-end stuff, and it's as a neutral, this is incredible hockey and just absolutely awesome to watch. Okay, so a 3 versus 2 situation here. Sherry loses out there, but Jasmeet also loses out to Jojo. So Jojo tries to bring it in. And he plays it onto Jasmeet's leg there. I
think it was actually, he had 3 points on the floor there. He had dropped his knee while he was making the tackle, which you cannot do. So that's why so when you're making a tackle, or when you're playing the ball, you need to have only 2 points on the floor. So that means that if you have your 2 feet and then your knee, you can't be making a tackle.
Is there a reason behind that?
I think it's just to stop people making diving and dangerous challenges and putting their body in too much danger there. So here we go. Also taking it from the right. Out to Kamran. Shoots. Saved by Ankit. Shot was straight at the goalkeeper there. Back out to Asim. Puts it across, and that one will go across the back line. As we near 2 minutes left in the game, just a reminder that if this does end up as a draw, then there will be a shootout. So that's what Oslo will be looking at, seeing if they can get one goal, get the equaliser, and force the shootout. There won't be time for too much more. Here we go, Jojo in the middle now, challenged by Paulina. Bit of an ugly tackle there, but he rides that and goes through, gets into the circle, looks for his options. Kringsjå holding strong, Tim blocking his way in. I think he might have been blocked in there. Green card there for Paulina for the earlier tackle that I called was a little bit ugly. I don't think he'll be allowed to do that. You didn't move at 3 meters either, so he's kind of lucky there. Sim could quite easily have been reversed. But here we go. 1 minute 20 left on the clock. What can Oslo come up with? Pressure's on here. They've really deserved something out of this game. They had the better of it for 3 quarters. They had the better of it for more than 3 quarters. They could have taken a 4 or 5-1 lead. They've pulled their keeper now. So they're going with 6 outfielders. Here we go. Here comes a shot now from Jojo. Safe from Ankit. He's protected the ball well. Knocks it out to Tim. And they try and get it out. Jojo now gets back on the ball. Knocks it out to Mohib. Into Sherry. On the edge of the circle. Asim looks long. Cut out by Stark. And here we go. Kringsjå now countering. Jasmeet down the left. Picks up the ball. Just looks for Tim on the right. There's no goalkeeper. Can he knock it in? There it is. There's a goal. Tim Stark seals it for Kringsjå. That's the risk you take when you pull your keeper. And fantastic work by Kringsjå there on the counter, keeping their cool. And that should just about seal it. 30 seconds left on the clock. Very well played Oslo throughout the game, but in the end, the pressure from Kringsjå has just told, and I think they've just about sealed it there. Here we go. Jojo's not giving up. He's taken a shot, and that one's missed, and that'll just about be the game now. Oh, what a game we've had. What a game we've had, Jay.
This is the first game of the day. This is the first game of the day, Nathan. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. There goes the klaxon. Kringsjå have pulled off the absolute remarkable, the incredible going down 3-1 into the fourth quarter, and they've come out 5-3. Absolutely incredible scenes. Remarkable. I need to figure out how long this wire is because I want to go down and interview someone. It's remarkable. How long is this wire? Okay, hold this. I'm running down.
All right. So, yeah, we'll see who we can bring to you soon. But, yeah, what a fantastic game. You know, they were 3-0 down in the third quarter at one point there, and they've fought back. I do feel sorry for the Oslo boys. They really gave it their all. They can hold their heads high. They gave it everything. They had the lead. They missed a few chances there at the start of the fourth quarter, and you know, who knows what happens once they get up to 4-1 or 5-1. Maybe that would have been the game. But yeah, we'll see who Jay can grab here for an interview. As I try not to knock everything off the table. So we can see our next two teams warming up. They are playing, I think, in about, I need to check whether it's 15 minutes or half an hour away. But yeah, the next game will be between Furuset and Mask, and I'll just drop the mic down to Jay.
So everyone, I'm down on the pitch here after that. Probably what is the game of the tournament here between Kringsjå and Oslo, with one of their regulars, Tim Stark. Tim, how are you feeling after that game?
It was amazing to win, and I think we showed a very good reaction. Unfortunately, we don't start until 30 minutes played. I have to say, Oslo did a really good job, kept us on our toes, and honestly, it could have gone both ways, I think.
We noticed some early struggles with short corners, both attacking and defending. What do you think caused that?
I think it's probably that we have had such a long break. Maybe we're just not, after almost 2 months, just not 100% there in the situation. And yeah, but also played the first corner very well, scores, and the goalie was really good. He had everything up high, which probably should have tried low.
So, obviously, you went into that fourth quarter down 3-1. What was going through your mind when you came back to your team to have that team talk?
I still had a lot of confidence because I think we're quite fit, so we can win the last quarter. But yeah, it was a lot of pressure on us for sure.
Was there anything in particular during that team talk that just turned things around, or did you just guys have that belief?
Yeah, we said we have to pass more. The more we
How long have you played with him? What are your experiences with playing alongside him?
I've played with him for maybe almost 5 years, and you know, you can rely on him, and he scores goals, the easy ones, the difficult ones, and he always surprised me at least once in a match with a really, really good one. Yeah.
I also noticed that after he scored his third goal, he quite passionately celebrated in front of Moon, the opposing goalkeeper. Was there anything that had happened that we missed?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I will ask him.
A lot of both the pundits and the players consider Kringsjå to be the favourites for this tournament. After that game, do you think you can go on and win it?
I think we can, but I also think it's going to be a really tough one. We're missing a couple of players. As far as I know, the other teams do as well, maybe this weekend. And with 2 games already played, I think it's we just have to show that we're the fittest. I think that's what it comes to. Yeah.
Here we've got Maske versus Furuset to find out your opponents. Yeah. Which team here are you most worried about playing against in the final?
Before this weekend I would have said Mask, but I saw Furuset yesterday and they were quite good as well, so I'm worried about both. I hope it's going to be a fun final for both teams and for the attendance as well, and yeah, I'm looking forward to watch the game here.
And between now and the final, what are you going to do to sort of recover? How do you recover from such a stressful game?
Yeah, probably some stretching, bit of mainly stretching and eating something, and just go through all the scenes in my head again and talk to the guys about what went well and what went maybe wrong in the game.
Well, thank you so much for your time. It was an absolute pleasure speaking to you. Congratulations on winning what is potentially the game of the tournament. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
And yeah, great to hear from Tim there. I couldn't actually hear what was going on, but I'm sure he had some interesting things to say. And yeah, just again thanking our sponsors, especially our main sponsor, Lux, one of the biggest supporters of hockey in Norway. So yeah, just to finish up, Kringsjå, the winners, winning 5-3 after being 3-0 down. An amazing comeback from them. They advanced to the final. Coming up, we have Mask versus Furuset, which is in 10 minutes. After that, we will have Bergen and Sagene at 1 o'clock. 1:45, we'll have Trondheim versus Mask B, playing off a 5th spot. 2:30, we'll have the Oslo ladies versus the rest of Norway ladies. At 3:45, we will have the 3rd place playoff, which will be between Oslo and the loser of this upcoming game. And then the big one at 5 o'clock, the final, which will be between Kringsjå and the winner of this semi-final. So either Furuset or Mask. So join us back here very soon. It'll be on a different file, on a different stream. So yeah. Go back to the Mask channel and find us there then. But I'll leave you guys now and talk to you again very, very soon.